All right, guys, welcome back. Episode 22 of That's Racing. It's been a firing start to the year, and there's been a lot of controversy already, and I think a lot of people are excited to
What's
watch
the controversy
this episode.
about? Talk to us. What are we talking about?
Can we say hello first?
Well, how about we just do a
relax,
slight
man.
introduction to the guests that are here, and I think the rest will sort of be self-explanatory.
That's the guest table right there. That's the guest table. We've got B2R, got Matuk.
Hello, guys. Thanks for joining
You
us.
got Ben from
Thank you.
B2R.
Hi, I'm Av.
Ev.
And
Whoever the
Mr.
fuck-
Matuk himself.
yeah.
He forgot his own name.
No, we're good.
The nerves are kicking in.
All right, so obviously we left last year with a bang, and RHM was on the podcast, and he was pretty fucking G'd up about his win from last year's roll
That's
racing.
right. We left off with him winning and him thrashing me.
He was
Yes.
he was on fire. Like he was that podcast was fucking lit.
It was a good way to end the year.
Definitely
I
was.
very happy.
And then obviously we went
It was
through
good. It was
Christmas,
just-
had our breaks, and then the first roll racing of the year happened
In
And-
Queensland. In Queensland.
in Queensland.
Where he lost
Well,
to
the
a
first roll
WRX.
racing of the year for
He lost to a WRX.
500 kilo WRX.
400 kilo. 400 kilo.
400 kilo.
So it ended on a high and started on a low.
No, it was still a high. Brisbane was actually awesome.
Yeah, for a holiday.
Yeah, man.
Not for winning, obviously.
No.
Why was it awesome?
I think just racing on a different track, being there with the boys. Queensland's atmosphere was actually like cracker. I loved it.
Well, was
I
that
actually loved
planned?
it.
Was that a planned trip, or was that just?
It was planned-ish.
It was semi-planned. So we heard about it. They said, hey, we want to bring you boys up here. What do you guys think? We're like, okay, sounds good. And then a couple of days before, I heard, we're going to Brisbane. I'm like, mad. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
And
So
that
did
was
they
it.
take you up there because they thought RHM was the king and he had won the last one here? And
I think they just realised how much of a following RHM has. And if they have any chance of bringing the numbers they want to bring, they need our cars pretty much. So they brought RHM, Talau's R34 and Bill Strapped. So
Yeah.
the crowd loved them. Like I couldn't believe
Yeah.
how many people came up to us asking for photos. You know,
And
Well, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
They actually went from, on average, I think, speaking to one of the organisers there, they had, on average, about 700 people. That night, they had over 4,000.
yeah.
Yeah, so it was killer. It was
That
actually
would
really
be pretty
cool
good.
to see. It was fun.
4,000 people to watch you lose.
It doesn't matter. We're
So-
not losing, mate. I'm happy.
so I think the next one, we need Anth there and see what the numbers would be then.
Yeah, I think whatever
They-
cars from Sydney go down.
They
like
kept
from-
saying something about Anthony being there and his brakes not working, and he
that's
kept
right.
losing to a Lambo or something.
Apparently
I don't
it
know
was a
what's
re-
going
Did
on
you want
there.
to read?
Losing to a Lambo isn't bad compared to a 400 kilowatt WRX.
No, but I'm just saying. They
Just
said you
saying.
did go up there.
Just,
But apparently you kept asking for a rerun, and it's,
just for. Let me quote you something quickly because you're both dribbling again and haven't even started.
no, I'm just shit we
Well,
heard
I
from
was racing
Brisbane.
Aaron Stubbs,
Yeah,
my
Stubbs,
friend.
yeah.
I wasn't going to race him. I didn't want to race him.
Yeah.
I wasn't meant to be driving the car. That's why we wanted a rematch, and that's why I beat him the first time, and then he beat me the second time, and whatever.
How many runs did you guys have?
3.
How many of them did you
But
win?
let me tell you something.
He let him win.
Let me tell you who won the event.
He let
Let
up.
me tell you
Okay,
who
so
won the event. Mr. 35 won the event.
Mr. 35.
And then I had a run against him and I beat him. Just so on the same page. Continue.
So
Yeah. Anyway, so like I was saying, so Matuk has been there, but I don't know how the numbers were.
No, what I mean by that is like he's obviously got some fast cars now, which we'll talk about over the last.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think it'll be good for the crowd and good for the sport. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not a roll racing fan at heart.
Yeah,
That's
we
it.
know this.
we know this.
We know this.
But,
You're a
you
fucker.
know,
You have no idea what you're missing out on.
Maybe.
He wants to race V8s, brother. Leave him. He wants to go half track. That's
that,
it.
That may be the case, but you know, I think it's good for the sport either way you look at it. And,
So when are you coming to roll racing?
soon.
Build a V8 roll racing car.
It's true.
You can still make them
You don't have
fast.
to go all drive.
There's that heavy, you know who that, there's one V8 that
I'm a
stands
rotor
out for me,
guy.
that heavyweight.
That
Yours-
big patrol
the
thing.
big patrol heavyweight.
Oh,
that's
Joey's
sick.
car.
Joey,
sick.
Is that a
yeah,
V8?
Joey, yeah, it's a V8. That thing's
I
hectic.
thought it was the fucking factory motor thing, or is that the other one he's got?
Oh, fuck, I don't know now. Now you're confusing me. Does he have multiple cars?
He's got 2 patrols.
Oh, there you go.
Heavyweight might be a Jeep, actually. There's a fast Jeep as well.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay, might
There's a
be.
patrol, there's a fast Jeep, and there's a fast newer Jeep, that SRT8.
Oh, that grey one.
That silver one, yeah.
Silver one,
that's
it.
fast too.
It is.
So the rear-wheel drive car, that there you said that they were doing a
Man,
lot better because they can
bro,
do a burnout or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
Like that there, especially when I was in the lane, in like, you used to come in out of the hole, and then if you're coming up against a rear-wheel drive car in Sydney, you'd mop them. But in Brisbane, like, they're hanging with you. And especially because it's so short, I think it makes it interesting for everyone, especially spectators. It's cool.
And is that because of the burnout predominantly, you reckon?
I think so.
50-50. I think it's more the track length. It's not there, you know. So
Yeah.
these boys with their big horsepower, they need a longer track.
Longer the track, better.
Is that Roll Racing owned by the same person in Sydney?
no.
Oh, okay. So that's why there's
Isn't
different.
it?
Nah.
Who's it owned by?
Queensland, whoever
I think Queensland Raceway might.
I think they
Yeah.
should own it, but then they have somebody running the event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I know-
Sammy's
I know-
got
I know
it.
It's
who's,
owned by
um,
Queensland Raceway.
Sammy's got something to do with it,
Yeah.
but I don't know
Yeah.
who owns it.
Yeah.
Would you say
Can I-
that it's a better event than Sydney?
No.
No,
It's
no chance.
It's different.
Can I ask you something? And this is probably why I lean towards sticking to drag racing. When you go roll racing here, your car's set up predominantly to be raced at this event because it goes for a certain distance. And you said it yourself, the bigger horsepower cars need the longer track to be able to perform. When you take a car like RHM or RR King up to Queensland, well, clearly it's not going to perform to the standard that it would here because it's a different...
It
Racing
wasn't
environment?
bad. Like going off our data, RHM's the fastest car to go down Queensland Raceway now.
Yeah.
So going off everyone's speed, what everyone's doing, it's now the fastest car to go down the straight at Queensland
And
Raceway.
But not as
that
fast
was
as
from
Sydney,
What
though.
was the
And
speed?
that was-
What's the speed?
It was up there. It was high 240s, I think, we went.
How
Is that
fast
the
are you
race
going
with the
Sydney?
WRX or before the WRX?
Oh, before the WRX.
Now, do you know it was actually taking the power.
I
was surprised.
I was really worried watching you, Talau, and Strapped run because your car's got stupid top end, but I know you're sensible. Like you'll back off on
Yeah.
time, get on the brakes, whatever. Talau and Bill scared me because I was like, these cars are not stopping.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just.
Can't you use a parachute there just in case? Safety?
Didn't you do
we
that
had
once?
like
Take out the car
we
next
had
year.
like 3 days notice.
And-
honestly,
didn't you do that once? Didn't you pull the shirt there once?
No, not to shoot. Handbrake and everything.
Oh.
Look, I had 30.
The brakes get hot and you start doing laps.
They do.
Yeah.
But there too, they actually have two routes you can go down. So there's like a short route to come back around, or they give you a longer route where you can actually cool down the car,
Yeah.
which is actually pretty good. So I kept taking the longer route. I didn't have a problem pulling up.
Yeah.
And I run 32 brakes.
So
on
the car's set up here, that if you were to race a car here in Sydney, would you set it up the exact same way if you went to go race it in Queensland?
You couldn't change
Yeah, like we didn't have an issue, but this is the thing, right? When you take RHM, doesn't matter if you take it to Roll Racing Sydney or Queensland or Sydney Dragway. When it went 7.6 at 194, that was on the Roll Racing setup besides the wheels. So all we did was swap over from 18s to 15s.
Yeah.
That's it. And it went 7.6, 194.
It doesn't matter. Like you could bring a 3,000 horsepower car there, but if you break a shaft or you break a transfer case, you're not winning. Doesn't matter what you race. There was an S13 there.
Going
What
to what
I'm-
Andrew's
what
saying,
I'm
you
trying-
can put more power down at City Roll Racing compared to.
What I'm trying to get at is
Yeah.
when
I
you're
don't think
racing
so.
eighth
I don't think so,
mile-
Nav.
When you're racing 8th mile and racing quarter mile, you're running different ratios. The whole car's geared differently to allow you to run quicker
We
to the 8th. So if you've got a shorter track in Queensland, you're not going to go as fast if you were to run in Sydney. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, do you have to gear the car differently in order for it to perform at its peak?
you can't.
I don't
do it
think so.
differently. You can't.
I don't think so because they told us the fastest cars there go 220 to 230. They go like the real fast ones are 230s, and we got RHM into like 248.
245
Yeah.
plus, yeah.
To
How
allow
fast
car.
do we go here in
Why are
Sydney?
you nodding your head for?
Yeah, but in Sydney we've got like an extra 150 meters.
Yeah,
So
okay.
there's a big difference in track size, and the biggest thing is track width. That's what scared me more than anything. I didn't care about stopping. The first thing I told Romanos when I seen the track, I goes, "Don't worry about stopping. I go, worry about staying in your lane because it's like racing on our streets. Like the lanes are the size of an actual lane on our street, and you've got two cars making 2,000 horsepower. So yeah, it wasn't so much the length. There was no problems with traction. It was more try stay on the track.
What do you reckon, If you've raced there, do you think it's a bit narrow?
It's narrow, but that's the fun part. The hardest bit is stopping, for us anyway. But we had trouble stopping.
Look, we found that Bill's auto, so that was the only auto car that we took up, was changing into third at the line.
Yeah.
So his ratios were completely wrong. So if he was to continue to race at Queensland Raceway, he'd have to do something about the wheels or the gearbox ratio or the diff ratio or something. But with the manual cars, Romanos was crossing the line at 10,400 RPM in fourth gear. So
It actually worked out good.
yeah,
worked
it actually
out
worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
We managed to get, I think, 62 pounder boost down, which is about 1,700 horsepower. So
Which is more than we put down in Sydney the last event. So
Correct.
the track isn't as bad as what people say.
But you just couldn't win it.
No,
We
it was his own. He was his own worst enemy at the last roll racing.
No, I think we're talking
Like-
about
like-
Brisbane. Which one are you talking about? Brisbane.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brisbane,
Brisbane
yeah.
mechanical failure.
We'll get to Sydney.
Yeah.
We'll get to
it's a
Sydney, my friend.
Oh, we're just warming up now. We haven't even gone to Sydney yet.
We're still talking about the WRX here.
So with that, you've put a new setup in the car and you're running the alloy rods now.
Yep.
How's that going so far?
So far, so good. I guess. Look, I don't know the technical details and all that, but I'm sure Ben will probably be the
Ben?
person to ask.
Have you stripped it
issues?
yet?
No.
The motor?
Watching oil pressure in the logs, watching everything in the data, everything we can see, everything looks perfect.
Yeah.
And our whole plan to do this, and even Romanos, he said, I want to push it. He goes, I want to go where everyone says you can't go, then I want to pull it down.
Yeah.
We don't want to put it in for 1, 2, 3 events and pull it down and go, okay, it looks good, change the rods. We want to go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 events and go, fuck, like we're really pushing this thing, let's pull it out. If we pull it out and measure it, there's no reason that we can't start putting these in more cars. You know, it was like when everyone said going billet block, you're going to overheat, you're going to this. I just drove 50 minutes in 40-degree heat in that car.
Yeah. No one's really running like RBF alloy rods yet that we know of.
Not on the street or roll racing.
Yeah.
Like, drag racing, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you wouldn't take the risk with drag racing. You
So-
do one run and you're off the track for a couple of weeks. Pull the engine out, check
what's
it, whatever.
what's your thoughts on this?
They're still learning.
Whatever works.
That's it. But at the end of the day, you're not going to know until
Look,
you try
we're
it.
experimenting.
It is an
what,
experiment.
What they're trying to say is we're experimenting. So,
Yeah.
The Evos, they run aluminium rods for the last 3-4 years.
and same as the Hondas. That's
the Hondas,
that's the only
there's-
reason why we put them in.
There's
Yeah.
no reason why the RBs can't do it.
But the thing that they're prone to is stretching.
Yeah.
Like that's the issue that you have with these rods. So
100%.
the data's not going to be able to tell you whether the rod's stretching or not.
Well, as the rod stretches, the clearance will change and you'll see it in
Okay.
your oil pressure. Because we're not doing little hits, we're doing full length hits. So
Okay.
if we're holding 110 psi oil pressure first, second, third, and we're at 80, 85, 90 by the end of the track, something's happening.
Yeah.
It might be the rod stretching, it might be an oil filter getting, it might be something.
I don't think
but
Ev's agreeing with you on something.
I don't think Anthony agrees on anything.
Go get some shock sensors and put them on the rods. To look, they're stretching.
If you can fit them in for me,
After
let me
about
know.
6 months, our plan was always, besides the data, was to pull it down and check it.
Yeah.
You're not going to visually
Yeah.
see the rod stretch.
100%.
No, but
you're
you
gonna
can
have to
mark it.
measure-
You can measure it.
You can
Yeah,
measure the
measure
rod, and that's it. If there's slight stretch there, new rod, so that's it.
Worst
And-
case, they come out.
Do you
and-
ever like flog out the little end on the rod? Like, have you ever had those?
Look, when we
issues?
ran the Carrillo stuff, so RHM's been Carrillo this whole time. We're running Carrillo rods and Kelly's crank. We didn't have that problem. Now we're back to Nitto, and we'll be obviously checking that when we pull it apart.
Because I know, like speaking on the V8s, what we flog out is the little end on the rods.
Yeah.
Like the pin actually moves
Yeah,
in the
but
little end.
your rod is like 5 times the size,
Yeah,
and your
they're
big
huge.
end is fucking huge. So
Yeah.
you've got no chance damaging that.
Yeah.
But when your weak link is that little end, that's what you're going to damage. Whereas on RBs, they don't have a big main bearing. Like, It's
Yeah.
actually impressive that us and Anthony and all these other big GTR shops even get them living where they're living. So yeah.
Fuel, same? Still running
Same.
the same
We're still
fuel?
on ethanol, yeah.
Yep.
Still on ethanol.
Methanol.
Ethanol?
Ethanol.
The only other thing
I said methanol.
I don't know. I thought you said methanol too.
the only other thing we've changed is we've put the PRP dry sump kits.
Yep. So we changed the dry sump pump, we
And-
changed the rocker covers,
Yep.
and the trigger kit.
Yeah, and all the
Shout
dry
out to
sump-
Herman from PRP.
Yeah,
course.
it's actually
Shout out
cracker.
to
You know,
We love you, Herman.
This is the PRP stunt.
no, but without being,
The partnership.
without being biased,
Thanks, Herman.
from the data you looked at comparing the oil pumps, I remember you saying the oil pressure was a lot
Look,
better
the
than what
oil
it was.
pressure was good, but that could be in turn the engine as well.
Yeah, and then,
So the oil pressure has been good.
and then the same.
the dry
so
sump kit
we
works
did
well.
have a few issues with the trigger kit.
Yeah.
So I think with anything, I don't like being biased or bullshitting, but yeah, there is some issues.
You've
we're
got to
having.
be real.
Yeah, I think up to I think it was about 1,400 horsepower.
Yeah,
we started having
it's
issues.
not so much the horsepower, it's the RPM. When you really want to push it, that's when they start having issues. It's got nothing to do with the horsepower. It's got to do with how many teeth there are, how many times the ECU has to pick
Yep.
it up every revolution.
Do you have the same problem? Because we ran into this and it was a bit of a pain in the ass for us.
We make and run our own trigger kits
Okay.
for this fact that we had problems, and when we have a problem with something once, I don't go back to it.
Fair enough.
So we make our own stuff. test it.
Literally once.
Yeah.
So would you sell them your trigger kits?
He does.
I do some of
Yeah,
my
okay.
heaps of my trigger kits.
We've used
To,
Anthony's
to be
trigger kits
honest,
before. They're
I
pretty
think
Are they good?
Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think his trigger kit got us out of trouble on your car.
Yes.
I think we put his bottom trigger kit on your
Okay.
car
I
and
supplied
left
it
the
for
top.
free.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Big shout out to Matux Racing.
Look, there's good stuff with his kits. Obviously, 36 teeth is better than 12 teeth because you got more resolution. But you get to a point where the sensor gaps have to be right, the voltages have to be right, the sensor you're using has to be right. It can't just be, let's make it have more teeth and that's better. That's not how it works.
Definitely.
Herman will blame the ECU
Yeah,
because it's where
all the ECUs.
all the ECUs are
None
wrong.
of them are right.
But anyway, we've got
That's for another day. We'll get Herman on so he can defend himself.
Herman on.
The guys at home and everyone's roasting him.
Yeah, definitely.
No, he's a
All
good
right, so that's Queensland and that's RHM's new setup. So now to the juicy stuff. Now to the good stuff. Roll Racing Sydney. What Roll Racing was that just passed? Roll Racing
96.
96. Roll Racing 96 is going to go down as a big one for the foreseeable future because, like I said, the last podcast, IHM was feeling confident and so, rightly so. He had just won Roll Racing.
Yep.
And
What was the quote he said? What was the quote
there
he
was some
said?
big discussions about our King and
They're never gonna get it right. It had 6 times. He's not
didn't
gonna
say-
get it right.
I never said they're
Next
never gonna get it
meeting,
right.
he gets mocked.
yeah.
You're twisting my words. I said
wanted me
you
to hear
haven't
it?
got it right.
So I've got a little. I've got a
Do you wanna
little.
watch it?
I've got a little reel here that I want to play. So we'll play this quickly, and then we'll touch on some of the things that are said in the reel. Well, a few of the reels, actually,
Only one.
not just one. There's no volume.
We can't hear it.
That's me there in the photo.
Richest Egyptian, I know.
Even the race against King, I'm not happy with it. I wanted to.
What do you mean?
I wanted
He
proper
came off
racing.
at the fucking light.
He didn't come off, bro. The car failed again.
Yes.
Truth. Failed for the
Facts.
6th time in a row.
Do you know how lucky you were?
I'm not lucky. Do you know
He
what
had,
I'm very confident?
he had 2 cars on you at the start line.
Romanos.
We're gonna play that video. We're gonna play that video. We're gonna play that video.
See this part here? If you look carefully, you lost.
His takeoff wasn't that great.
Then I lost.
1 sec. Well,
Here we go.
save the comments.
Here we go.
Save the comments for after the videos.
Marlon, don't smile. Where's trying to be in my chair? Promise you. Is that Ashraf?
When it strings it together and it gets
Now
down,
like a broken record.
it's going to not be a race.
We've all heard it.
So you were doubting it. That's what you were saying.
Hey, wait, hold on. What was this all about?
That had nothing to do with this event. Just so you all know. That was last year.
That's it, I'm going back out.
Just so you know. So everyone's on the same page.
That was pretty funny, but
That had nothing to do with that event.
whoever done that is funny.
It's him. Who else?
It actually wasn't him.
In light
Who posted it?
in light of this, all right. So in light of this, you've had the race. You've decided to line each other up.
Romanos called him out. Romanos called
Romanos
him
called
out.
him out.
What?
Romanos called you out.
First of all, you're dribbling. I chased him for three rows, tried to get him, and he kept telling me no.
Oh, he
Next
said he
run.
called you out. You didn't come out.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
he did.
When did I say that?
When we were eating.
Fuck your headbutting, bro.
Can't even say that. He said it.
He did.
Anyway,
He said he was running away like a mouse. I said, bro, that's not like Anthony. He wouldn't do
anyway,
that.
That's why he hashtag, I'm going to make the beast look like a mouse.
Yes.
That's his hashtag.
anyway,
That's for Brisbane.
as we were talking,
So talk us through when you finally ended up meeting down there. How did you just get to each other? Because you weren't lined up.
He just come straight up behind me. Bang. He was there.
Stop.
Couldn't get rid of him.
Stop.
get rid of
First of all, I wasn't meant to be driving the car. But my mate, he goes, no, I'm not racing it unless you're driving the car. I want to beat you in the
100%.
car.
I did say that.
No problems.
Yep.
So he had to get me out of retirement. Anyway, we got me out of retirement. I got in the car. And I got there. I think he had a hit. We had a hit. And they go, let's go have a run. And he goes, not yet. So whatever, when you're ready, we'll race.
Yep.
Anyway, an hour and a half later,
There was oil down on the track. There was a bit somebody.
there was someone, whatever.
So we're stuck there for ages.
So we ended up, I don't know where he was. He was down the bottom. So I come down the staging lanes and I seen the green neon lights. I go, yep, there he is. Went straight behind him, thinking now we can finally get a run. Anyway, there was 4 cars already. So he was the 4th car. He's going, you're not going to get me, because there's 4 cars
I
already.
didn't say that.
What were you saying? What were you saying out of the window?
No. I said they're not going to put us together.
There was already 4 cars, but so I was a 5th car. So we actually thought,
No, but they usually don't. They'll usually separate. So what happens is they'll usually, doesn't matter how you line up.
they don't put the big cars
They
together.
don't put the big cars together.
Usually.
But
But I don't know what happened
Yeah.
that one. So they let 3 cars go and they stopped him. And I looked at him again, now I got you. I don't know why they stopped him, but I don't know, it was weird because usually they would have
they
had
do.
4
They
cars.
try.
The officials knew that this race had to happen.
Yeah,
Had to happen.
I think everyone was
I
waiting
think
for it.
Keith didn't want to hear Anthony anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck, let's put them together. I'm over it.
But nonetheless, yes.
Nonetheless,
We lost.
we lined up.
We lost.
To
We
what
lost that
car? What
race.
car did you lose to?
We lost to
The faster car on the night.
RR King.
No, that's wanted him to say that because he said it was shit.
I didn't say
No,
it was
he
shit.
didn't.
Don't twist my
In
words.
Listen.
different words. In different
No,
words.
I
Let
said
me explain
my
to
words.
you.
Let me talk, please.
You talk on next.
My words were
Take a ticket.
that night, and I still stand by these words. RHM was dialed in, and no car was beaten at that night. And I'm confident in saying that. And that's don't mistaken shit talk into confidence.
Which night?
Because that's how
Are you
confident
talking
I
about
was.
the last event or the one that you won?
The one that I won.
Oh, the one that
Okay.
you won
Yeah,
last.
the car was fast. I was able-
So what was different to this raw racing?
I was able to get a lot more power down.
You had
Shitload
fresh
more power.
tyres.
I had fresh
We were
tyres,
talking
no
about
gas.
changing tyres on the day of raw
No,
racing.
we weren't talking about changing
don't.
Av
tyres.
was
I
telling
was
him
talking
to
about
change
changing
tyres.
tyres.
Wait, can I just and then back to RR
So
King.
you're
I,
right.
I
Yeah,
didn't
we'll
call
show.
it a shit car. If you play the whole video, I did
I
say
was just joking.
the car is a weapon and it is an absolute monster car, which is undeniable. You know, but I still stand by saying,
Okay. So what
you reckon
happened?
you'll beat it now with your tyres?
So what happened with the takeoff?
look, it was a bad takeoff, but I'm not taking away from his win. A loss is a loss.
You want to play the
It is
video
what it
again?
is.
Want to play the video again so we see a takeoff?
Yeah, if you want to play the whole video, you
can play the video.
And-
Oh, well, I'm sure everyone's seen it.
Look,
Yeah.
we could come up with
Yeah.
at least 2 or 3 excuses,
But there's no
but
point.
we lost fair and square.
Yeah,
That's it.
I'd rather cop it on the chin.
Short story.
But was the gas not working?
If you look at the video and we're all car guys, you could all make that decision for yourself. And it all.
Anth?
No stories, bro. Hashtag no stories. Anyway, I didn't want to drive the car.
Okay, well, can I
They
ask you a
got me back
question?
and like, wait, my time to talk now. Yeah, I gave you your 3 seconds. I give you my 3 minutes. All right? You got me back in the car to run you.
Yep.
I was there to run you
Why?
only. Because I didn't care about anything else but you. Yeah? Because
So I am the main event.
you did say, of course, you're the legend. It's RHM. Ooh.
Let's be real.
gotta
I think
take it-
RHM.
Anyway,
I don't take it as a compliment.
as I was saying, in the last podcast, you said, the cars had another failure.
That's right.
Okay, if you
Multiple.
call losing fuel pressure a failure,
Yeah.
then it's a failure. So
Yeah, because you had the same issue multiple.
I've had it
events.
4 times in a row. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something, Bob.
4 times in a row. Yes.
I've built probably more cars than you can ever imagine. So I know how to get a car to work at Raw Racing, as you can see,
It took
RH7.
you a very long time. RH7, yes.
Forget,
King's taking you a
let
long
me
time.
finish what I'm talking, mate.
Okay.
All right.
You're asking me questions. I'm
No,
answering.
I'm not asking you questions.
okay.
I'm
They're
telling you.
rhetorical questions.
Yeah, so we had the RH7 there. We lost one event when I first brought it out in February to you.
You brought it out before that.
We lost one event to you, and then I dominated for the next 4 or 5 in a row. Yes or no answer?
You brought it out before
Yes or no
that.
answer? Did you beat me? Then I come out and won 5
I
times in
remember
a row.
beating you. That's all I remember.
Of course. You know, you run 5 times in a row. We are trying something different with our King. Obviously, you're faster. The boys have built faster cars, so
So it is a different setup to RH7.
it's a completely different setup.
Can I ask what it is? What's
None of
different?
your business. It's faster than you. That's what you have to know. So yes, if I want to do like everyone else and put electric pumps in it, well done. I'm not interested. If I want to put a mechanical pump off the cam gear, it doesn't work. We know that already. So yes, we have changed the setup, and yes, it took us. I don't even know if it's fixed yet. We've done probably 4 or 5 heats. It could still not be fixed, but it's better
Can I ask why you're so persistent with trying to get this mechanical fuel pump right?
because it needs to be fast, and it needs to be really fast.
So you don't believe the electronical fuel systems
No.
can go as fast as mechanical?
No.
At
What,
roll
what,
racing?
do you
No,
think's
because-
limiting you?
What was that?
What do you think's limiting you with an electric pump? Like,
I don't
Flow.
think I don't think you can make 2,000 horsepower for an automatic.
I think you can.
I think you're dreaming because okay, it works with your car. Your car's manual.
Yeah, but
I don't think you understand how much it loses power between
I
the
get
auto
that.
and the manual.
Auto makes
I've
less
got a
power.
perfect example. How much does strap make with automatic in it?
Strapped makes
Roughly.
1,300.
Strap makes
You-
1,450 horsepower.
You're probably better off
With
using
a 94 mil turbo.
You're probably
With a
using
94 mil turbo, but
His car's got
Gen
a smaller
1?
turbo.
pump
Yeah.
E85 on 50 pound boost. That's
Okay,
all.
his car's got a smaller
What about
turbo.
Mark's car? Mark's car's the same setup as mine. It'll probably give you a better.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mark's
what's Mark's car?
car's equivalent. Mark's car made 1,890 horsepower.
The
That's on
Burgundy car.
65 PSI boost.
Yeah.
Is that what you run the car on last week?
No.
We'll probably be on 45 pounds, probably, or 50.
It was on barely, under 50
It wouldn't
pounds.
be on big power.
It was on 39
But,
pounds.
so
No,
you-
but it can. They're saying it can. with
Yeah,
the
but-
fuel.
But you haven't done it. You can say whatever you want, bro. You haven't done it. You haven't put an automatic car on the start line. You haven't gone and run it and run 200 mile an hour.
Okay,
you
that's
haven't done
true.
any of that.
That's true.
I have. So I know that where I need to be at, it's not going to allow me to be there. You know what I mean? So that's why I've been persistent and chasing and whatever. You know what I mean? And luckily, Emmy lets me do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Or else he would have lost his shit. Fuck it, 4 months ago. Fuck it, put a
About a year ago, not 4 months ago.
It was July 2024. You want me to get the screenshot out?
Pretty sure it was April.
That's why we persisted.
Okay.
Anyway,
And if you've realised, Amph doesn't like to give up on anything.
I don't give up.
I think
It's
it's
good though.
So
Took 5 years. I ran a 7, but we got there.
your money is haram.
look. It's good to always want to fix a problem. If there's a problem, you don't want to be like, oh fuck, you know, I don't know how to fix it. Let's just go something else, right? I agree with Anth there. Sometimes there's a problem and you want to fix it just to say, you know what, I fucking fixed it and no one else could. But if there's a solution out there and you want to use simple maths, on ethanol, a car will make roughly double the flow rate in horsepower. So if you have 1,000 litres per hour, roughly, you're going to make 2,000 horsepower on E85. E98 is less, methanol is half that. So just going off maths, if these fuel pumps can flow 1,150 litres, each single fuel pump, right?
You just confused the fuck out of me.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, if each single fuel pump can flow 1,150 litres per hour, to be safe, let's say 2,000 horsepower through a manual and you're tapped, 1,800 through an auto. But you can just add a second fuel pump. Like, we've been doing it for years. Every car's had a surge tank, every car's had something, and you don't have to deal with heat.
So what are you saying?
I'm just saying, like, there's...
We find that the electric pump works for us.
I know,
That's-
but I get
that's what
that. but
Technology's
we all-
come a long way.
No, I get it, but we all know
I
that you
just
run
feel-
electric pumps.
Yeah. I just
But
feel
you're,
like...
so you're disagreeing with Amph's theory?
I'm not
No,
disagreeing.
no, we're not
I-
disagreeing.
I just think
Everyone-
there's a
everyone
lot of
uses something
downsides.
different.
Yeah.
We had the same problem.
We
that
ran
Anthony
mechanical
has.
pumps. And then...
Or has or had,
Yeah.
if hopefully
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
fixed
yeah.
it. But
We
we
ran
tried everything
mechanical.
as well. The
And it
guy I
didn't
spoke
work?
to, no, it doesn't work.
It's just
where
annoying
did you
because...
guys tap out with the mechanical pumps?
We
were
didn't tap
running-
out horsepower wise. We tapped out basically
Fuel
the car started dropping fuel pressure. Yeah.
Okay, so you had the same problem?
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
problem. That's what
I
I'm
had the
saying.
same
yeah,
problem.
But on
I can
smaller
too.
pumps,
had the-
smaller setups.
You had a
And
few
why,
issues the other day.
so why don't we see these issues at the track?
Because you're starting, burnout, run, everything's done in less than 5
Everything-
minutes.
The track's running for a minute and a half, bro.
Yeah.
By the time you
Yeah.
do you burn out, stage up, reverse, you're talking about 3 hours of abuse
Yeah.
while racing, especially when it gets to elimination.
Yeah.
We start at 8 o'clock, we finish at 10:30.
Yeah.
Especially if you're
Roughly,
doing runs
yeah.
before elimination. A lot
So-
of people park
It's
their
hard on
cars
the
up.
car.
It's hard on the car, hard on the drive line, hard on everything.
So IHM,
Yep.
you had a few, you had a few issues. I know you're saying that you lost fair and square.
Lost fair and square.
You know, good on you for saying that. But you had a few issues. Do you
That's
think?
not what he was saying outside.
Do you think that your car?
Don't shake your head at me.
You're-
That's not what you were saying outside.
What we say outside, what we say here is two different things.
So you said that your car was dialed in last year when you won Roll Racing.
Yeah, look, we were taking power out
Yeah.
from our Brisbane.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
settings. Just-
So do you think now after racing King, do you think if your car was dialed in like it was when you won Roll Racing that you would have a better chance or you would beat it?
no, I'm confident.
Let me answer that question.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where Romanos is going to go with this one. But the race is won in the first, as a manual, the race is won in the first 2 gears. As an auto, the race is won in first gear. So as long as both cars don't cut out, it'd be a different story. That's the easiest way to put it. If Romanos comes out in front,
Look,
he's not catching
If
him.
Romanos
If
gets
he comes
the
out in
hit,
front,
Anthony's not
he's
catching,
not catching him.
in any car.
Yeah.
And
Vice
if
versa.
Anthony
I don't know if
gets
he's
the
going to
hit,
agree to that.
Romanos
but
isn't
I
catching.
disagree.
that's-
Okay, so there was.
Dan, do you think you'll
It's not gonna
catch
happen.
him?
Do you remember It's Over and King when King overlapped it
I don't remember that race now.
at the Flying 500, wasn't it?
Yes.
I don't remember that race now.
Chris, what's his name?
Josh was driving.
Look, Josh has never driven that car. You know, Josh got thrown in that car last minute.
He's a
And
good
Josh
driver.
went out.
He's not,
Yes,
He's
but
a
Josh
good
has never
driver.
driven
Yeah.
that car.
To be fair,
Yeah.
Marlon had only driven that car in the background twice. as
who's
well.
Marlon?
Oh,
They
Mr.
got- see that?
So if you
33.
zoom into Mr. 33, you guys will be used to the rear end.
Yeah,
Just have a look at it.
that's beautiful.
What happened there? What's
And-
Mr. 33? How's he fit into this?
That was,
Mr. 33 is a new car we built. It's a very similar setup, to RHM. A little bit, engine size is a little bit different, but
Can you wear this, please? I got you up too, so you don't feel left out. Can you please wear this shirt?
Can we get a zoom up?
So that's
Wait,
King.
put it this way.
That,
It's in front.
That's upside down, Eth.
It's in front that way.
so that's King and that's RHM.
I'm smiling, cuz.
At Roll Racing.
So yeah, go on.
That's a good photo.
Before you're interrupted.
No, that's
Mr.
right.
33.
Yeah, so Mr. 33 basically is a new setup. Very similar setup to RHM besides the engine size.
You should wear it.
What
It's
do you
still
mean? What do you mean engine size? Is
so
it
that's a
different
3.4 litre,
stroke? Okay.
and RHM's a little bit over 3.2. It's a 3.3,
Yep.
3.3 litre.
When did they make 3.3s?
It's very technical, bro.
It's same
You don't-
crank,
You
isn't
don't want to
it?
go down
It
this
goes
road.
off the rod size, the
Isn't there a
piston and everything.
3.6?
There's a
There is,
3.6 as well,
yeah.
yeah.
So far, there's
I wanna follow
3.2, 3.3, 3.35, 3.401, 3.50, and a 3.598.
Well,
So yeah,
Yeah, nice.
whatever works.
What
Whatever
difference
works.
is all of them?
The only difference now between that and RHM basically is the turbo size and the wheels, really.
That's RHM's old setup, essentially. That's the 3.4 that was in RHM originally.
Maybe you should go back to it. A bit faster.
So yeah, that is a Kelly's.
It's
That
a
is a
fast
Kelly's.
car. Zeta, you weren't there, but that is the car that beat King.
Yeah,
did it?
It
On the
did.
same
Yes,
night,
he,
yeah.
he beat Anthony
Yeah.
and King.
How'd he beat you?
Well, like,
Did you have a fuel issue problem?
No
that
fuel
run?
issue. My gearbox in that car, not my gearbox, his gearbox was slipping.
Yeah.
Even when I raced him, it was slipping. So I wasn't there to win the event. I was there to race him and race him only.
Okay.
After I beat him, I'll
Hashtag
finish
no
with the no
stories.
stories.
That sounds like a
hashtag.
story.
I'll finish with the no stories. After I beat him, I packed the car up and I'm going home.
No, you
know what I mean?
didn't.
I got out of the car. Don't say I know I didn't.
You had the hazards lights.
I got out of the car.
He drove
I
past.
gave you the hazards because I chopped you
Yeah.
by a fair bit.
And then you had them on when you had against Mr.
just wear the
Mr.
shirt and
33.
just point at it.
Right.
It's easier.
I've got it here.
Right.
Hold
So
on,
after I did that to you,
Yeah.
Look there. You happy?
I got out of the car and I
Did
told
you
him.
have the hazards when you were racing
I
him?
forgot I'm on the
He
film.
did.
I raced them for everyone. Anyway, stop.
Now
Let me
he
finish
says
your
he
story,
was
man.
getting
Shut
cocky.
up.
He was
After
very
I got
cocky.
out of the car and I got in me like, look, let's leave it. The gearbox is it's slipping. It's no good. No, go race. Anyway, I went to race. He was at the start line waiting to race someone. Their customer's 32 was in front of me. What's his name? Mark. Anyway, he pulled over and told me, waved me through to go past him. I didn't have to go past him. But because he gave me his fucking alternator built the meeting before to save him, I'll go past him. So I ended up lining him up instead of their own customer.
thanks, boys.
So
Anytime, bro.
I saved one of them from getting knocked out. Anyway, the gearbox
Oh,
is,
So you took
shit.
the bullet for him?
yeah, I took the bullet
No, not necessarily,
It's a good
because we
mate.
had more cars in the finals than everyone else did.
because you're the only guy that takes 12 cars there.
No, it's not. we took the same amount of cars
Sorry?
that you took. We took the same amount of cars that you guys took.
We took 3.
We have
Oh,
3
we
cars
took
there.
4 or 5. Okay, 2 more.
Or 7
not
or
12.
8.
There was not 8 cars.
And
there.
then he's raced.
There wasn't 8
He's
cars.
raced all the slow cars and give me all the fast cars. My first run was a twin turbo Lambo.
Exactly.
My second one was a R35 GTR. My third run was RHM, and my fourth one was Mr. 33. What did you race that day, man?
So you're saying Mr.
Doesn't matter.
33 is
One
fast?
sec. What did you race that day?
I lost to you. Doesn't matter.
What did you race before that? Tell us, was it a Ford XR6
I
or
can't even
something?
remember. I can't remember. legit.
So anyway, we get pushed all the fast cars. You guys play around with this fucking shit boxes. By the time you get to the final, there's 18 B2R cars left, and well done.
You lost.
You still didn't win it. Precision
You
with-
lost.
Precision one.
with one car. Just say.
You're acting like you won the event.
I lost the event, but me beating you was winning.
I don't get
It's
it.
like winning lotto. I won the lotto. I beat
It's like
RHM.
if anyone beats RHM, it's like every workshop comes
know.
together. Matuk loves Precision, Precision loves MSM loves Matuk. Anyone beats RHM, it's like everyone comes
Do you know
together.
why?
You know why, bro?
Because
Yeah,
the
I,
way,
I think because you're the standard.
You got to take it as a
No,
compliment.
Yeah.
it's
it's
because
because the way he carries on when he wins.
correct.
Like the last
Bro.
roll racing, his head grew bigger than the whole screen.
It would
You
have
guys
felt
were here. There was 3 of you smashing me like no tomorrow. Is I'm not going to give it back to you.
Bro, it took you
There was
22 months to win one.
Not 22 months.
It was. We added it up.
22
22
months.
months.
He knows his facts.
Ash,
February
honestly,
23.
can I say something?
Yes.
Everyone's got that one guy like Alex in Precision. You are the Alex of Precision. That is you right now.
But I'm
You don't
okay.
race. All you do is dribble. Start racing.
Wait.
I'm gonna call you Alex.
7-5,
You're Alex.
7-5-1. What are you?
Alex, I'm calling you
What
Alex.
are you?
I don't
7-5-1,
care. I don't
what are
care.
you?
Don't care.
Are you
You are slower.
Are you faster than
7.6 in a
RHM?
street car.
Yeah.
7.6 in a street car.
Legit.
What's
Straight
his car?
car.
7.6 in a manual street car on a manual clutch. 7.6.
That's
What's
still-
more impressive?
No,
Wait,
it's-
wait.
7.5 in a methanol drag car, automatic, everything.
Why is it a
Manual.
drag car?
How's it a
Why
drag
is it a
car?
drag
was
car?
it on methanol?
No.
One sec,
No stories.
one sec. They're forgetting the free shit's still faster and quicker. 199.
On methanol.
It's just
Okay.
E98.
Methanol. Point
E98.
one.
I,
Point
Ashraf Sawayas, this guy's telling me
Alex,
I
I'm
don't
Ashraf.
race.
No one cares about you.
I'm
Shut up.
faster.
So when he's coming back out to the real play,
Wait, hold on. Before we go past
I'll be
that,
there
can we
soon.
go back to the Mr. 33 situation because we're like running around it?
All right, Mr. 33 pumped him.
He didn't pump. He
I don't want to pump.
There you go.
Who
Is that
was?
what you call pump?
Wow.
Wow,
That was
that's
half
a
track.
sexy photo.
Which was Mr. 33?
The one in front.
The one that copied the arcing.
The one in front.
Anyway, yes.
It's a white
so when
car.
he's coming back to the real playground, like to get a time.
I think
Listen,
one more roll racing we're going to do, the next level one, and then we'll come.
Don't take the bait, bro.
I'm actually thinking about,
No, we're actually going to give drag racing a shot.
Yeah.
I think you should.
Yeah.
They really
like-
did.
Now, do you know what? I'm only going to go if you come roll racing.
Yes.
Oh, actually, there you go.
I don't
That's
care
a good
if you
deal.
don't go.
Yeah, that's fine.
I got this bloke.
He's just full against it. Like he just
No,
doesn't
I'll
want
go,
to
I'll
borrow
go,
it.
I'll go, I'll go.
You just got to
How about
experience it once.
you
that's
get
it.
in the car with him for one lap.
Hey, do you know
or
what?
with me, or with any of the boys here.
You
and
in the
see how
car
you
with
feel
me?
I
after.
get
Did you
scared
like it?
being a
Yeah, it was
passenger.
fun.
It was fun. No, you got to jump in the car.
I shit myself being a passenger.
No, it was actually all right. It was fun.
You know when you don't have
You feel
control or
comfortable with
something?
IHM?
Nah, get fucked.
No, he
I was
was-
in the car with him. It was
Yeah, he
sweet.
was. He was.
If it wasn't for me, no one would have the footage of him losing.
That's right.
Ooh, set up.
I don't know, bro. Honestly, I get a funny feeling in my stomach when I'm passenger in a fast car. I don't know why.
You cut your toe driving. Who cares?
If you ask Anthony, it's not fast, so just jump in it.
That's it. Might as well.
It's fast.
it's not fast
Just
enough.
not fast
Just
enough.
not fast enough.
Don't jump in Mr. 33 then. Or strapped. Or B2R 34.
What do you have to say about
So when
this?
is the next one?
Who, me?
15th.
Next
Me?
Friday.
Say about what?
About all the cars you just mentioned?
They're the ones you lost to if you forgot. All those cars.
They're all cute, bro. Everyone's cute. Everyone's fast. These are all too fast for me, man.
Anyway,
I'm getting old.
Let's
Time for me
get to
retire.
the point. Have you fixed the gearbox in the car now?
It's out of the car and it's at Al's race clothes as we speak.
So it'll be fixed for the 15th.
It will be fixed. And the first run is Marlon and Mr. 33. We're going to get him a chair and he's going to sit next to IHM and watch us finish the event.
That's what you said. That's what you said to me. And then I got
No,
your chair
I
to
only
sit with
came for
me.
you. I told you I'm going to put you. I told you I'm going to put you out on the first round.
Okay.
And did I or didn't I?
No, the second
Fourth round.
Because
whatever
it-
it was.
Fourth
third,
round.
Was
The
it
first
fourth
round and the second round he ran away.
Anyway, my money's on
I got
precision.
your
Anyway.
seat, the seat right next to me.
Can someone give me a drink?
My money's on Tony in the Lambo. I'll go with him.
The
for
TT.
that.
Tony's
Look,
in town, bro.
Look, at the end of the day, I'll be totally honest with you. Everyone goes to watch these two race.
Yeah.
No one
doubt.
cares.
You know
about
when
anyone
them two
else.
races, did you see the crowd? Everyone
yeah.
just got up. They're in the car.
But you know what?
the
I
fuck?
actually feel a little bit sorry for Precision because no one was talking about their race. Everyone was talking about like, the
They had to post up their own race to
Did they
get
even-
attention.
Did they win? Did they go? I don't know.
Relax, man. Relax.
That's
Why
what
people
happens
are
when you
for
win
relax?
nearly every event.
really,
It gets
it's the truth.
boring.
Yeah.
It gets boring. You take out nearly
Nah,
every
the crowd
event.
went crazy. Like when everyone realized, and then when the false start happened, it was just like everyone disappointed. But then as soon as you guys started rolling back, it was just like, yeah.
It was a big G up. You could feel the
massive.
energy.
Yeah, it was
You can definitely feel
It's
the
king.
energy.
Romanos was trying to get me off my game. He's telling me this and telling me this. And when they close, ignore.
But can I ask a question?
This
Can
was
I ask a
facts.
question? And this is a serious question. How come every time Anthony and Romanos race, why do they take off, stop, reverse back? It's happened like 3 or 4 times now, yeah? Every
Oh,
time.
yeah, it's
And a couple of
times,
cars.
A couple of
Yeah,
cars.
yeah.
You're
What
right.
happened
No,
that day,
7.
Anthony? When you took
Because
off, you stopped?
we want a clean run, yeah?
Yeah.
So either I'll be in front, either he'll be in front. So because we're actually fair, we actually make sure that we take off together. So there isn't a story, oh, look, he jumped.
No, there's no story because the actual official came up to us then and said if Romanos had just stayed into it and took off, they would have disqualified you.
Why?
For not.
I don't know, but I'll go.
And then Romano said, I didn't want to do that. I wanted a fair race.
And I've done it before to him too.
Yeah.
With it's over. The silver cup.
I think what he's trying to say is that your takeoff was shit.
What takeoff?
Now, what happened? Was there a problem or not?
You
No.
cheated.
It was just.
I
That's what they're
cheated. I
saying.
cheated. Yeah, I beat him. I cheated.
Nah.
I cheated. Yeah. Anyway, short story is
The 15th, huh?
we're fair people and we'd like to have fair races.
100%. I'd much rather.
And
be
that's what
fair
we
than-
did.
So you're
Yeah, we
racing on
talk
the
shit.
15th?
Yeah,
So
we
all this
fucking.
is all smokes and mirrors and behind the scenes, you love each other.
So now
Yes.
that that's sort of
Yeah.
out of the way, do you guys think that Mr. 33 is the contender now to beat
Look,
arcing.
No,
I
it's
think-
it's no, we're not saying it's a contender. It's up
They're
there.
saying that it beat us.
It's got the same chance that Romanos has against Anthony. It's got the same chance that Anthony has against Romanos.
Oh.
They're all very similar cars.
Man.
Just because one's manual, one's auto, it doesn't mean
Doesn't
it's-
mean nothing.
Look,
Doesn't mean nothing.
I
Man.
think with the auto there is a slight advantage, but it doesn't matter because we have auto cars as well. But the top, and I used to say top 5. Now the top 20 fastest cars at roll racing,
Yeah.
any of them can win.
Yeah.
It can be you in Mac. It can be you if you bring your car. It can be
could be
Precision in the
anything.
Lambos. It can be Anthony in that. It can be us in Mr. 33.
Yeah.
It could be Talau in B2R 34. Strap. There's a million people.
Everyone's
that-
fast enough to win.
Everyone's fast enough to win. It's who
Whoever's more
strings it
consistent,
together.
Yeah.
Whoever
that's
swings
all it is.
together and whoever is
Yeah.
on the ball on the start.
And that's
Sounds like drag
that's
racing.
where Anthony's good. 'cause
It is. It's almost.
It's almost becoming like drag racing.
Your
exactly what
car-
it is. Exactly what it is.
Your car might be working really good. 2 events in a row. You come third event.
Yeah.
You're not putting down the power.
Yeah.
You know.
It's very hard. It's very hard to stay at the top. You know what I mean? So,
Unless you got a car that does it all by itself.
Exactly.
which
example,
I'm not mentioning any shops,
Purple
but
Lambo
the V10 platform.
or the V10 platform.
Yeah.
Bro, you put your foot
They're-
down and drive, and
they're
just
more
make sure you get a
consistent.
little slingshot.
What made RH7 so consistent back then?
Yeah, that was consistent.
Because that was
I think RH7 was probably one of the best roll race setups.
Yeah,
That-
for sure.
I agree. That and taken over, yeah.
But
Take-
does that
taken
have a
over-
chance of winning nowadays or no?
Yeah, for
Of course
sure.
it does, man.
Take it
Yeah.
off.
Of
all
course it
all
does.
the 20 fastest cars, like all these people that you see online talking shit to each other,
I don't go
they have
online.
the fastest cars.
So
I
what
don't
was
have
it?
social media.
What was it in? What do you put it to? Like
R87 was me driving.
That's
So-
what I think as well.
Obviously, I've got a drag racing background. When I'm in the car, no one's going to jump me because I'm not going to allow her to jump me. And 2, I'm consistent on the lights. So when it leaves the start line at roll racing, it's already on 6,035 pounds of boost. So by the time this bloke is trying to slip his clutch, I'm trying to find boost, I've already got boost. So I'm going to be the same every time. As in a manual car, you need to be a good driver, like this bloke here. Because if you're not a good driver, it's easy to make a mistake. And by the time you make a mistake, there isn't coming back. Doesn't matter how fast you are, you ain't catching anything that makes 400 horsepower if it's
Yeah,
taken off one now.
Even just
100%.
one engine protection, like you can be in front of a car and hit a limiter, have a fuel pressure drop, have an oil pressure drop,
Anything.
and try save the engine, and a fucking 1200 horsepower ship box will fly past you.
So that's where the
WRX.
V10 platform
WRX.
that's where the V10 platform becomes fast because
They're consistent.
consistent. They don't have to install it. They just hold the thing
They're
flat.
very easy to drive as well.
And it
Very
pulls the
easy
gears
to
by
drive.
it. Does everything by itself. So it's very rarely that's going to have an issue.
But that's smart.
You said to be good at the
Of
light.
course, it's
It
smart.
is.
If you want to spend
You-
$600,000 or $700,000.
It's like a businessman's.
Yes.
Look, the
Fast
other,
car.
It depends on the customer. There's
To me,
people
that's
that-
the boss. That's it.
No.
Go and catch him.
See,
bro,
for me, no.
the thing you got to think
Thank you,
about.
Thank you. Thank you.
Catch who?
I agree.
Go beat him.
I agree.
Whoever.
I'd rather drive the car.
Leave me hanging.
Isn't it true? Like,
I'd rather.
Relax, big fella.
Bro,
Calm down.
the thing you've got to
Let's say
remember.
now we've all pumped the Lambo a couple
much?
times.
No,
That's
let's
right.
go back here. How much driver input do you have in your drag car?
Him, nothing. Auto shift.
Nothing at all.
Doesn't even drive that in America, so I don't know what you're talking about. Really? So he has
So
zero.
you'd be right at home with the V10.
Perfect for a V10.
you just need to have balls to drive it. That's, it.
That's it.
That's it. The rest is just.
By the time you come off the photo, it's already finished. What balls? You don't even realise what's happening yet.
It's fast, I know.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about anything.
You do have to worry, mate. Look at Stubbsy. If you don't know how to drive a Lambo, it can be very dangerous compared to a GTR.
Not really,
let's
bro.
just talk about-
If you don't know how to drive a GTR, you
Let's
will
not talk
kill
about
yourself.
Stubbsy. Yeah, because obviously if the car is set up, they don't do that.
That's true.
Just so on the same page. No one's done more laps than Tony in the Lambo. That car's set up and it's fast and it's one of the hardest cars to beat.
Precision have it down pat with them cars.
That's it. So
Of
it's the
course.
boss.
Yeah.
They've got it, boss.
So it's the boss.
You're starting with a platform that's
But I'm going to come and hit you
25
with
years.
the microphone. Eh? I'm going to hit him with the mic soon. I'm the boss. You want me to show you a video of me beating Tony?
Who's won more roll racing than anyone? That's all I want to know.
Tony.
I think he's won
Probably
maybe
Tony now,
eight.
yeah?
No,
couple
Tony.
more than
No, no.
Anthony and Ramon.
It is.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
he's literally,
Not-
literally 2 more than.
Yeah,
us.
couple more
Yeah,
than
but
these
he's probably
guys.
been to 20 less than him as well.
No, he's
No,
been to
Who?
every
No,
single
no,
roll
no.
race.
He even goes test and tune. He doesn't need to test and tune. He's still test
And,
and tune.
he's counting an all Jap day as a win. So I don't know about beating
Or
Volkswagen.
Euro.
Golf.
No, or Euro.
Yeah, or Euro.
Volkswagen
Sorry,
Golf.
sorry.
Is
Or
he
Euro
going to
day.
be there on the 15th?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I
don't
hope so.
think- No, he
He
won't
will.
be.
He will.
No, he's not.
He will be.
He won't be.
I'll make a bet. He will be.
Ooh. Bit
They-
big
they
one,
don't
bit
really
big
sound
one.
good.
You must have really
Oh,
upset
well,
him.
I was speaking to him not long ago. He said he doesn't think he's going to be ready for next event.
He will be there.
Precision must be G'd up.
He's G'd up.
He will be there with a couple of other cars too coming out from Precision.
Oh. Are you a
I'm
precision
team
customer?
precision, bro.
What are you? This
Car-
guy's team precision.
I got a
bro.
car everywhere.
His hybrid.
100%.
Hell.
I'm not
Are you team
biased.
precision too?
Brother, they're the boss at the moment. They won the last one.
All right.
They won
Yeah, but-
more
You're
than
only,
one
as,
mission.
hey, you're only as good as your last race.
That's true.
Precision's won.
Yeah,
He's
you're
both
right.
lost.
Yeah, okay, that's great.
You're right.
You
High
lost.
five yourself. Pat yourself on the shoulder. And I beat RHM. It's like giving him, like winning lotto or getting a free Bitcoin. I got called out. I beat him. Now I've got a shirt given to me. I'm good. I'm
That's
happy.
it.
I want money for that shirt.
On the 15th, first run is me and old mate, Mr. 33, who's going to sit on the sideline for a bit.
Are you up for the challenge?
Our L plater.
You're in?
And then,
Alright.
then who's
First
coming?
round, boys.
The other All player.
Fuck yes, we
What's
should
his
have
name?
L plater.
Eugene?
Eugene.
Eugene's coming.
Beautiful.
He rang me
Fucking
today.
hell, Fake
Tickets booked, he reckons.
I want him first round too then.
Why? Because he beat you?
100%.
So you
I
both
need that
lost the All
revenge,
players.
mate. Yeah, we
both of you.
did.
Yeah.
So the two best drivers
I
are
reckon,
racing.
stop.
Anyway, Tony's
Listen. But shut up, you bold fuck. Shut up. Listen to me. We
listening.
have to do a game plan.
What's the game plan?
Because we pick on each other.
This is
But
what I
the
messaged you
top-
last week.
By
So
the
the
time
game plan's
we
to
get-
try and take precision out.
Let's take
No, well,
Precision out first.
no. It's
them to watch
not
the
trying to
game
take
and
them
then
out.
we'll take
It's not about trying to take them out. They've got very fast cars, and we all know this. But the problem is, these two are each other's ass. You know what I mean? The whole time, fuck you, I'm coming after you, this and that.
But they forget there's a race.
They're forgetting about
They're
them
the whole
guys.
event.
You know what I mean?
Cheers,
So-
brother.
But you know what? Everyone else forgot about the rest too. Nobody cares Precision won. Legit.
Anyway, here's the boss.
They've only
Go
won
and beat
every
him.
state this week.
Zeta.
Yeah, they did.
Zeta,
Zeta's
are you
building a
building a big
precision.
tent or something I don't know about? You're building a car, right? You have to
He's
be.
got a hurricane if they get him built.
You know,
If I did build a roll racing car, that would be it.
of course.
Have to be.
Because you know what you are? A checkbook racer.
Yeah.
That's the difference when
That's
a driver,
embarrassing. That's very
a racer, and someone
Cheers,
races a
man.
Cheaper
checkbook.
than a GTR.
What's cheaper than GTR? Buying a
build
car
it- no, to build
for
the
600
Lambo.
grand and spending 200,000-300,000 on
I
it?
said
Ashraf,
to build.
Can I
not
tell
to
you?
buy the car.
Can I tell you why it's cheaper to build a Lambo?
It
Let's
lasts
be real.
longer without touching it.
I don't know about lasting longer.
I've had 10 cars that are perfectly fine.
Anthony said he couldn't make it down the road in
That's
one.
Anthony, he
But
can't
anyway,
drive,
listen.
can't you tell?
Let me
My car
tell
want to
you.
start getting breakfast, you spastic. I sounded worse than an architect. No. Hey, why my car won't start? Are you sure?
That was just the setup so I could buy it.
100% you do.
After that, it's Australia's fastest Lambo.
It actually is.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I was saying, you got a 20-year newer platform. If you're not going fast in that, there's something wrong.
No, you actually got a car that's built for racing. That's
Bro,
why
you've
I
got
get it.
aero, you've got brakes, you've
You
got
got aircon.
downforce, you've got everything. These two have aircon.
Hey, Ben,
Yes,
what did you
uncle.
just say, bro? Repeat what you just said, please,
What?
about the V10 platform.
They're 20 years newer. They got better aero.
And
They-
if you're not winning, you what? If you're not going fast, you said something about going fast.
I said they should be faster than everyone. You're in a V10, 5.2 litre, twin turbo, right? DCT. The car drives itself. Like if you're not beating 99 GTRs, there's a-
Haven't you guys just built one?
yeah, for the street
Where is it?
at his house.
So stop talking and show us how easy it is and start racing Lambo against Lambo.
If
It's a
Navi's
different
down-
setup, that's a two completely different setup.
Oh,
Yeah, but
here
what-
we go. Now we got
Anthony, hold on.
Lambo, twin
Anthony.
turbo, it's black. It's different setup.
Anthony,
Yeah,
let's
hold on.
Anthony,
tell
let
you
me
this.
ask you a
Let's
question.
have the purple, guys.
And you reckon you can't build a fast Lambo?
No way in the world.
Hey, listen, bro.
Hold on.
Listen here, you fucking little rat.
Let's go off what you're saying. You reckon you can't build a fast
I
Lambo?
reckon we can build whatever we put our head to.
So if I told you I have an open checkbook, I want the fastest Lamborghini in Australia and I want Matux
will
Racing down the
build
side.
its mum.
There you go.
There you
I
go.
know
Exactly.
what Ant will do. He'll ring Aaron, put 50 grand on it, I'm sending the car.
But that's the truth. You
I'm
know
gonna do
yourself.
50 grand, but how much petrol in the boat? What's
Yeah,
50
but-
grand?
Exactly. That's all you care about, lady.
But listen, if you had,
Are we talking about quick as in speed or fast, sorry, or quick or drag? Or
the truth
I don't-
about it-
I have not seen 1 7-second V10 in Australia yet.
That's true.
because they got no cages and they can't do laps.
The
That's probably
Americans
why.
seem to have no problem. They rock up to the track, the guy will be on the other side of the country, launch it, run a 7. See you later.
I
There's
don't,
that many of them there.
I don't know
though.
why they don't go racing here. I'm not sure why. I know Rico raced his one heaps at Heathcote. He went 840 or something.
830
So it's fast, but not fast compared to our GTR.
1764.
Yeah, well, maybe you should work on a 64.
They are faster in the
It's
States,
hard.
though.
Oh, way
Well,
faster.
No, on the
that's
street.
problem.
But you get kicked out after
They also
that run,
make
you
double
can't
the
go back
power.
out again. What are you
Yeah,
going to
that's
do?
true.
Well, then he's got big problems. Put a cage in it, put a parachute.
There's
What
an
are you gonna do?
R8 getting built now with a cage, parachute, and we'll test all that.
And Anth, to go back to Navi's Lambo,
Yeah.
when we built that car, I honestly believe half the reason Navi built that car is he knows my dream car's always been a Huracan. He bought that car and goes, do you think we should put twins on it? I go, yeah. He goes, how much power do you think we go? He was happy to do whatever. I told him, bro, if you want the best street car, go 1,000 to 1,200 horsepower, put your son in it, drive down to Wollongong, do whatever you want in that car. And that's what he's been doing.
So he bribed you.
Oh,
He bought the car to bribe you to keep you working for him.
He actually paid me to build the car, which was the best part.
And you took the money off him? What a shit go, man.
Oh,
Fire him, bro.
Work wages.
Fire him, Ben, you want a job?
Monday to Friday.
Listen, man, anyway, as we were saying,
The
if someone
15th.
wants to build a Lambo and has a checkbook, or Tux Racing, we build whatever you want. What else?
So what's
How about you, checkbook man? Any other questions?
Check bookie, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
all right? So next Raw Racing, we've got a race already set up. King and
2 races.
Mr. 33.
We're going to
No,
race
no.
everything and everyone.
No, they're
But
making a game plan to
I
try and
actually
take the
think
boss
our
out.
game plan should be to wipe out Aaron,
That's what they're trying to do.
Oompa Loompa,
Take the boss
wipe
out.
him out first, all his cars.
It's not even a game plan. It's just don't worry about each other. Race everyone else.
You know,
Simple.
people are going to
Yeah,
watch
the
this. So
other
you got to
day
make a
they
game
forgot
plan.
there's a whole event on.
Yeah.
They're just worried about these two.
I didn't go for the event.
Yeah, you
I went
did.
for him.
You want
He
to
goes,
win.
you have to get in the car. I'm racing you. Well, guess what? I got in the car. I raced him. This happened. And I'm going home.
Put the shirt on.
God bless you. Have a nice day. I'm out of
Put it
here.
on.
Well, on that
Where you
note,
going?
I'm going
no,
home.
time's
Where you
up.
going?
Put the shirt on as if you're going to drive out of it.
Fuck down.
Well, 10 minutes.
No,
He's
wait.
putting the shirt on. He's putting the shirt on.
You
Let
should
him
do
put
it
the-
too, so you can be like twins.
No, it's all right. It should,
Give each
that's
other
that's
a
not
hug.
going to fit me.
Give
Nah,
each
but
other
you
a
are
hug.
large for the muscles.
Need extra large.
Hey, who's in garage number 1 now? Is it Precision?
Precision.
Can I go? I want to go hang out with them on the 15th.
You should.
You'll be next to us, garage number 2.
Two's
Hey, they
first
fit
last,
good?
mate.
What a shirt.
I love you.
Hey, does it fit good?
That's perfect.
Transfer $50.
I might get some for the boys tomorrow. I might get some for the boys to wear tomorrow.
Are you guys, any new cars coming out from you guys for next roll racing or anything?
I don't know.
You're building a manual one. When's that coming out?
It's actually ready. I'll have a go on the 15th, but
Which manual?
I don't want to come to a big event.
Oh, there's multiple manual ones?
Which manual?
There's a couple. You know, listen, man. We've got heaps of cars coming out. Like these guys, we don't stop. These guys don't stop. Obviously, I'm not going to bring it out to a tuned event. It's going to be huge. And then you're going to tell me, man, look, you came second. Because obviously the car isn't set up. So,
You're no confidence. Where's the confidence, bro?
He doesn't need it, bro. He's got King. That's it. He took you, right?
Hey, that was
They lost
Mr.
against
33's
Man, just so
first
you
event as
know-
well.
I'm not driving next meeting. Go away.
All right, one. Oh, far out. I'm not gonna do
That's
that.
it. I'm done. I'm happy.
Finished?
I'll
Retired?
beat RHM.
I'd leave it like that too if I was you.
I'm done. I'm retired.
Smart move.
So what happened to Tyson? The Jahash came out of retirement, got drained. They put it on him now. That's it. So we're not doing that anymore.
So what do you think about all this later? What do you think? But what did you gather about our racing?
I think the 15th is going to be an interesting.
I think you should be there on the 15th. Let's make it. Look, now you should be there, and you should get in the car with him and have a look.
100%.
In-car
Bro,
camera, everything.
I'm
Yeah.
not even joking. Being in the car of models is like cruise control.
Man,
it's sweet.
or
You're
mouse.
No,
Is the
I'll
question.
Go. I'll go.
So you're going to be there on the 15th.
Possibly, yes.
No. You're not understanding.
I think the reason he doesn't want to go is he's going to hate drag racing. He's going to hate waiting in the pits, waiting for the oil downs, waiting for all the bullshit that comes with drag
It's
racing.
actually
That's the fun part.
You know what?
waiting.
I hope you hate drag racing because you need to sell your cars. I come to raw racing.
Why do I
Jump
need to
in.
sell my car?
I need running gear.
A lot of people have actually said that, right? So they've been religious. Drag racing is everything. They come over to raw racing.
Raw
and they say,
racing is
"Fuck."
just fun.
Yeah.
I think it's more the atmosphere that makes
It's
it.
two
yeah.
different vibes. Man.
From being at drag racing for the last 20 whatever years of my life, it's fun when everything works.
Correct.
When does everything work though?
Oh, no, sometimes.
30% of the time.
Sometimes.
Maybe
Once a year.
Once out of 8 hours, maybe once out of fucking 6 meetings, you don't know. But when it works,
It's the best.
The reward's unbelievable. At raw racing, it's mad because 1, the lineup's less. 2, you can have your mates in the car.
You get
3,
multiple hits.
you get multiple hits. 4, you have banter. You can race anyone you want with whoever's in the car. Even your own team is on the wrong team. But that's what happens, you know what I mean? It's actually,
It'd be good if you could do that at the drag strip.
they will never let
You
us
can
know.
if you run a 10 or
I know,
slower.
but I'm just saying it would
I
be.
think you can do that
Yeah.
overseas.
It would be mad. Yeah, like they would
Overseas,
yeah.
you're allowed to jump in passenger.
It'd actually be good if you
Here,
did that.
the rules are too tight. The
100%.
licenses is rubbish. It's just too much. And it's a shame because they're killing.
How
is.
good?
They're
How
killing
good
outside.
would it be if there was a successful roll racing event
That's
on
a
the
good
drag
idea.
strip?
Be off its
Where
head.
you can do it.
That'd be good, wouldn't
There
it?
would be if there was no speed limit.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The drag rolls would have been good, but everyone got kicked out as soon as
Yeah.
they went fast.
Yeah, but it's bullshit because the signs were off. They shouldn't be upstairs looking at the speeds. The
Yeah.
deal was signs
They
are
did
off,
it, they did it shifted.
and you race.
Yeah.
So obviously, it's not gonna. It's safer at the dragway where there's 2 brick walls on both sides.
Exactly.
Than where we go roll racing when there's
100%.
grass
Yeah.
and people standing next.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, man. They shouldn't. All they do is clean the track. They're killing themselves.
I think there's 2 different track managements. I don't think Eastern Creek is just one.
No, there is 2 different.
Yeah, it is.
And I think that's why. One's more like, okay, let's give the people what they want. And one's thinking, I don't
not-
want
it's
It's not even that. It's a
It's
sanctioning body.
IHRA. It's the actual licensing
Yes.
people that.
Not really. From what we've heard is
It isn't. It's the
Sydney
sanctioning body.
Motorsport Park doesn't even like roll racing.
No, bro.
They don't even like roll racing.
They
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 should.
ring me
It's probably
multiple
the only thing
times.
that they're making money off at the moment.
Like
They don't care, they're
I'm talking
government
about
funded.
Dragway.
No, I'm talking. I'm going.
He's talking about Motorsports Park.
Yeah, I'm talking about Motorsports Park. Obviously, the issue that we have,
Sorry,
the issue we have with the dragways is sanctioned by IHRA or
Yes, yes.
ANDRA or whoever. That's why we can't hit the speeds that we want to hit or whatnot. But as a sport, I'm pretty sure, like Sydney Motorsport Park don't really care. They don't even see roll racing as a sport.
No, they
Yeah,
don't.
They
hate us.
think it's
Yeah,
just
they
a
hate
bunch
us.
of
They,
hoons.
they look at us like a bunch
I
of
don't know,
children.
nearly
running
on.
around.
Yeah.
I think
But it's the
I heard
biggest
some-
event they have. Makes
That's-
sense, eh?
It doesn't make sense. Yeah.
I heard something along the lines that something's happened with the board there or with the dragway and they've been dissolved or something.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Is
Man.
this for the dragway?
Yeah.
I don't
What are you
know.
talking
No,
about?
I don't think so.
But someone was
just-
telling me
just
last week.
stay quiet,
No, I'm
man.
serious.
Better for you.
Something's happened there and
It's just a
they've-
rumor mill somewhere.
You know what?
I've-
Samuel from B2R started that. Samuel.
100%.
I mean, Samuel doesn't even know his own name to start that.
He starts a lot of things and runs away.
Nah, he's all right.
I love him.
Good bloke.
Samuel, do you want to defend yourself?
I don't know. For me, it's like
Same to stay there, bro. Trust me.
there's no. If you've driven a car that goes 3s to the half and 5s to the quarter mile,
Have you?
you can't compare that feeling to any roll
But
racing
let me
car.
tell you something, bro. Don't worry about your 5-second car or the Don that runs 570. The best car in this world I've ever driven is Deathwish.
Yeah, we were saying GDRs versus V10s.
We had a
What do you
For the
prefer?
straight.
What do you prefer?
firmware upgrade and the computer stopped working.
Typical.
We had a
cameras.
technical issue.
Technical
But you better
issue.
be quick before the technical issue
All
happens.
right, let's
again.
go, man. What we were saying?
So what do you
Anthony.
prefer, GDR or V10 platform?
GDR all the way.
How can you ask him that?
Romanos,
A GDR,
and,
1000%.
Ashraf?
Ah,
Come
depends.
on, mate.
Bro, you said GDR last
Quick.
time.
What do you enjoy driving?
GDR or
you,
V10?
Honestly,
you've got an event
you know what-
coming up
what
and you
scares
just
me?
want to go out
Racing.
and enjoy a car.
Racing.
What scares me is
No,
a fast Lambo.
What do you go for?
I don't care what scares you. What do you
That's
enjoy
all I enjoy.
driving?
It
So
scares me.
V10.
When you say enjoy driving, going fast or just going for a
Shares and
cruise?
precision,
Look,
100%.
Wallah, the hard
Go
drive.
on.
When I jump in Navi's car or Av's R8, don't get me wrong, it's mad wow factor. But 5 minutes in, you're like, all right, can we just get to where the fuck we're going?
Team
Like,
precision.
You know what I mean?
Just
But
so you know.
you drive one of these things and you actually want to
So-
take the long
Aaron,
way
don't
home.
let me
You
down.
want to go around the block before you park your. Like you actually want to drive the thing.
You're
Zeta.
on crack.
Yes.
That's like driving an RX3. You can't do that.
We've been jumping for, boy.
Straight out.
Couple of Lebos, couple of Indians, couple of Egyptians, couple of Aussies. Keep going. 10%.
They're going to win on the 15th. Anyway, on that note, I think I'll be there on the 15th.
Good luck to all of yous.
Oh,
You have to be
He
there.
said
If you're
he's
not
gonna
there,
be there.
we're going to drag you out of your house. And the
No, he
first
said
car you're
that.
going
He said
in
that
is
last podcast.
RHM.
In the podcast
I'll be
before.
there. I'll be
He's
there.
going. He's got no choice.
And good luck to all of yous next.
Well, I'm going to talk about the address.
Hopefully he's win. It's not
I'm
that
going to
hard.
sit in garage 1. That's who the winner.
who's coming out from B2R?
Everyone.
The same,
The whole 15 cars every time.
the same 15 cars we had last
Of
time.
course. Yeah.
Anyway, I think
for me,
I've
Hey,
got an idea.
can I say?
look at-
Can
look
I
at
say one thing
Precision-
about the 15
sorry.
cars? Yeah.
Precision take 2 cars. It's about the quality, not the quality.
Now let me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
cars-
Let me ask you something. But say you were a customer,
Pick up your
right?
mic, bro.
You want to go roll racing, and they go get fucked. We're not taking your car because you're not 2 of the fastest. We have
I
that
understand
many
that.
cars there because we have 800 horsepower GDRs.
No, you
We
don't.
got Ben Sultana running around in 1,000 horsepower GDR.
Everyone
We've got cars making 1,200 horsepower.
Builds their cars for roll racing.
Nth.
It's very simple. If you make 800 or 1800, everyone wants to be there. You can't say no to anyone.
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
very simple.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you
Yeah.
guys
That's why we
think
got
we
15
take
cars.
that many cars, but
Ben,
one
relax,
guy's
man.
running.
Give it an L wall, bro. We're fucking joking, bro. And imagine taking 12 cars and still losing.
But
I'm just
Imagine
saying, bro,
taking
relax.
Roll Race King on the plates and losing
No.
9 times.
Oh shit!
Look, if you want
the
to,
score on the 15th.
if you want to get
Oh, here we go.
technical
This guy just
success,
thinking about
wise, right?
Well, one sec.
If we're gonna
Let's touch on that. What-
If we're going to be success
Out of
wise, technical,
yeah.
roll racing as a business or as a sport,
Yeah.
since it's been active, I think we're probably the most successful shop because we were winning roll racing 8-9 years ago. We had
If you want to talk
Mohammed,
about total wins,
total
then
wins, yeah, we've
total
won
wins.
a fair
is
few.
What are you
us.
talking about? When I built streaking,
And
it
take it
dominated
over.
for 2 years straight. What are you talking about, you spastics?
How many events did it
I had
do?
83, 80, every single event, 3 different owners, never lost.
How many events did it do, actually?
Every single
Every
event.
single event, it never lost a meeting, mate.
We get that,
Streaking,
but how many events?
taking
How many events?
over,
Numbers. I want numbers.
taking over. Look, any play you call
I've
about
seen-
it.
how many,
Three
how many-
different owners,
How many events has taken over done?
3 different owners,
You're
and
not
it
giving
never
me
lost.
numbers. You're not giving me numbers.
Taking over the 1-6
Numbers.
by himself when he was the owner.
Okay, so our
Then
customer,
he's got
our
6
customer
wins.
Mo,
So Ibi, how
our
Charles
customer
got
Mo
6?
won 6 or 7 consistent,
Yeah, but no,
Streaking
but
was
it's the same
one
car.
Back to back.
I'm
back to
saying
back every month.
Ibi won 6, but then the old owner before that won every event he done, but it's still the same car.
There was 10. He won every single event. Shannon won every single event. That was one. That was the
That-
car that shaped the GTR.
All right,
That
numbers.
car made the GTR.
You remember
The
which one?
GTR
Yeah,
stayed the same.
Yeah, it did. 100%.
That was the car that started everything.
Out of the cars that you guys have, all the cars that you guys have that come to
IHM,
racing.
before you ask the question.
No,
IHM.
how many of them are built to compete to win roll racing?
I would say 5.
Brother, we've been speaking for the last 2 hours, and you're asking that question.
No.
We just told
It's
you,
been an
we'll
hour.
never make the same power.
No, they
it
don't.
comes down to the driver. It's
No,
close to the same
they
power.
don't.
No, no,
He's
I would
saying
say
he has
we've
an
got
800
five.
horsepower car, 1200, 1500.
We're talking about the big
It's-
cars.
But 12 cars, 5 of them probably, or 6 of them can
What
compete.
are you saying? How many can win roll
Yes.
racing?
Yeah.
No, how many have
Probably
we
5,
built
what
to
is
be
it?
5 or 6.
competitive at
Yes,
the top end?
yes.
5.
5. And they are?
RHM,
Yep.
Mr. 33,
Strapped.
Strapped,
Talaus.
B2R 34, and Mark Kings.
Hang on, hang
no,
on, hang
no,
on,
wait,
hang on.
wait,
Whoa,
wait,
whoa,
wait,
No,
whoa,
no,
whoa,
there's
whoa.
A32 as well.
A32 will pump them all.
But
Yeah,
but
but
you know that
A32
car-
smallest
is
turbo.
a
That car's a
true
freak.
street car.
That's a
true,
freak of a
like,
car.
We
Yeah,
didn't build
that's
that
what
to
I'm
win
saying.
roll racing.
Yeah, that
that
car's
car
literally
just
a freak.
performed.
That,
So-
that,
All right, so
That car
second
saved you at Kudamundra.
yeah, that car's not normal. That
How
car
many
is
cars
not
does
normal.
Precision take when he goes?
Oh, that-
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 Who asked you?
I'm just curious.
Speak when you
Is it the
stand up.
V10
Stand back in the
R8
corner.
and the
Speak when
Lambo?
you
Is that
stand
it?
up.
Is
No,
it
but
only
there's
those
more
two?
cars. They got
Nah, they take
R35
heaps,
running
man. They
around.
got a lot.
They take about
Like-
5 or 6 as well.
More.
Yeah, not the last few events. They've only had a
Yeah,
couple, man.
more.
But that's what I mean.
At the
When-
last event, there was 2 of them, right?
Look,
Yeah.
we take 15.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, there was only the 2
If,
Audis.
if you guys want to call our 5 or 6 or 7, however many we take, say we take 15. The reason why we take 15 is because them 15 cars are running every month. You know what I mean? Some people aren't that successful. You know, they come 1 month, they'll break down, then you won't see them for the half of the year. Then they'll come back again. So if you want to say we bring 15 cars, that's why we're bringing 15
They're all
cars.
working.
They're all working still. So
Or drop
we'll leave it at that.
I had a 300 horsepower Skyline.
Drop
at the
shims and we
last
drove
event.
it here today. So
They drove it today.
Fixed in 24
fixed in
hours.
25 minutes.
in the
That's what
driveway.
happens when you good at fixing problems.
That's it. Problem solving.
Maybe you can get some tips and you can fix this fuel precision.
He's still here.
All right, we're still going. I think let's wrap it up, guys. Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Good luck. Right,
Thanks,
everyone.
We appreciate.
Thank
Are
you.
you going to bet roll racing? Yes or no answer?
Yes, yes.
Are you jumping in
He's,
IHM?
he says yes, but I don't
You
know.
jump in IHM first, and then the pink Lambo second, and then you can pick what car.
No,
you
no, no.
want.
Let
Because
him
I'm
jump
on-
in the Lambo first,
I'm on-
and then jump in the RH.
I'm on team 1, bro. so
I'll
it
take
doesn't
you in a
matter. Whoever
Lambo.
wins.
I'll take you in a Lambo.
Bro, I'll tell you the difference between a Lambo. I'll tell you the difference between a Lambo and a GTR. A Lambo is going to lift you
The
out of the
Lambo
seat.
wins.
Oh, yeah. The Lambo is going to lift you out of your seat. And you're going to be like, this is hectic, I'm flying. A GTR is going to throw you left, right, up, down. You're not going to know what the fuck's
You're
going
going
on.
to be like a rag doll.
Yeah,
So why the fuck would you want that?
Whoa,
that's fun.
That's fun, mate.
that's
It is.
fucking fun.
You know
bro.
what's shit? Losing.
Do you know
like
what's
you.
fun? Winning.
You know what, shit?
What's
Trying to
fun
run
is...
7 to 5 years.
All right, guys,
Goodbye.
thank
See you guys. Thanks for coming. High five. God bless you. See you next time.
Salam alaikum.
That's okay.